Everyone. We are live for another Anything Goes Crochet, Anything Goes Crochet Along, where this is the crochet month, if you don't know, and we are busy with a make along, crocheting all the things, whether it's beanies, blankets, maybe you would like to do mosaic crochet, Tunisian crochet, whatever you fancy. This is the make along for you. And I'm so excited to see all the progress today. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to have you. I already have Pietru and Lynn lined up. I hope Lynn, there's Lynn. I see Lynn is there. And yeah, so excited to have you all. It's mid-March. It's just crazy how time is flying by. I had a haircut. What do you think of my haircut? It was much needed.
Very nice,
And,
hey?
oh, thanks, Lynn. So I'm going to include Pietru and Lynn. Welcome, Lynn. Welcome, Pietru. And hello to everyone that is on the YouTube live. Hello, Lishan. I see Lishan is saying, hello, happy Saturday. Yes, I'm so happy it's Saturday. Grateful for the weekend. Let me tell you, Getreida is also joining us. Yay. That is so much fun. I'm so excited to see all the projects because on the WhatsApp community group, I was a little bit absent. Work is a little bit crazy. And so I was catching up on all the messages last night and I was seeing some progress and I was like, oh my word, it's amazing. I'm so excited. Hello, Getreida. Hello, Pietru.
Hallo, hoe gaan dit? Ekskuus.
Good.
Ek net gaan my koffie gekry eers.
Very, very important. I just came with my favorite beautiful cup. This I really just grab on special occasions. Today's a special occasion. So we are having a beautiful cup. This is now the words doesn't want to come to me. A pottery artist in Cape Town called Earth, Water, Fire. She's so cool. If you haven't seen her stuff, you're missing out. So this cup is really special to me. Lishan says your hair is lovely, Jalene. Thank you so very much, Lishan. I'm really happy. So I was like saying to the girl, okay, so I don't know what I want to do. Like, can we get suggestions? And then she said, so what do you think about a little bit of layering? And I'm like, just go for it. Hello, Susanna. She says, hello, Jalene. Your hair looks amazing. Thank you. As does Lynn's. I think she's gone blonder. Yes, I saw last week already. I love it. She's at
Yes,
the
I did go blonder.
She's so observant. Rosemary says, hello, all. Hope you're all well. Oh, hello, Rosemary. Thank you. Susanna says, hello, all the lovelies up on the panel tonight. For Susanna, this is tonight. She's in Australia. So welcome to all of you that is joining us. Getreide, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. I'm so excited to see everyone's, and I'm also excited to show my project. So let's start with Pietru.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, Pietru. How is the crocheting going?
It's going on well. Made a couple of squares now already. Because remember, I started most of the squares, so already make what, 2, 6, 8. I'm busy with my 10th. And I decided I think I'm gonna make a blanket for, yeah, for myself. So I must just start putting it all together, yeah.
That's amazing. Pietru just started crocheting this month, correct, Pietru?
Yes, that's correct, yes.
And I'm so proud of her for how she progressed with her granny squares. That is just amazing.
Yeah, I just think I'm gonna need to buy some more wool. But yeah,
Yes.
luckily I'm at Krugersdorp and I'm not far from the new KO, so I can just go and buy.
Oh, that is lovely. That is lovely. Um, how are you experiencing to learn this new craft, crochet? How
I
has
loved
it
it.
been?
I loved it, yeah. I also, I think the secret journaling also inspired me a lot. And last night I was also watching on YouTube Like you can also crochet with plastic bags,
Yes.
plastic yarn, and you make it blanks, and that
Yes.
look also quite interested, yeah. Because
Yes.
especially with my garden, I like to do recycle things.
Oh,
So yeah.
lovely.
So now I realize I can even recycle of that as
So it's-
well. And I see you can make a lot of things of granny squares. You can make
Yes.
blankets, you can make handbags. There's a lot of things that you can make.
Yes.
I
The
think you can make
opportunity to do
anything.
this with crochet.
Yes.
Yeah, it's lovely.
As
I'm
I
so
experience, it seems to me if you can do what is it? The double crochet and a single crochet. If you can do that too, that's your basic 6 stitches and
yes,
the chain.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Then the world is your oyster. Then you can do anything. Really, it's simple stitching. It's like in knitting as well. If you can knit and you can pull, then
Yeah.
there's so many opportunities to do. It's just how to use all of that in a combination of each other. So it's not difficult at all. And I'm so proud of you of how you've progressed. How many granny squares have you made thus far, Petru?
10.
How many?
10.
10.
It's not, yeah, it's only the small ones.
Oh, well done. How many rounds?
It's 5 rounds.
5 rounds. Oh, well done. And look at them. They all look
Yeah.
wow. I wonder what I did with those blocks. When I started crocheting, I wonder where those blocks are. Like the one is like very small and then the one is big and it's like I'm all over the place with my tension until you get to the hang of it and then you get to where your gauge is all the
Yeah,
same and the blocks.
then you can go. But I must say, you know what? I was also struggling to get it. So I didn't show the flops. The flops is, I just did thrown it out already.
Okay. Oh wow, that is lovely. I'm excited. Thanks, Pietru.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining
And then
us.
I must say, I enjoy your Saturday lives. It's so nice and relaxing to meet other people crocheting and knitting and all that stuff. It's just lovely to join you. I
Oh, I'm
can't
so
wait.
happy that you love it. I'm so happy to hear that, Pietro. I think it is so lovely when we meet like-minded people that loves our crafts. So that makes a big difference. To know that you're not alone because you might not have a friend that sits with you and knit and crochet, but hopefully this covered that space for you where you can feel like you're part of people almost sitting in your living room or wherever in your study and knit and crochet with you. I think it makes a
Yeah,
difference.
because it's nice and relaxing, but sometimes you just need that bit of interaction, to talk to someone, and
Yes, yes,
it's nice.
absolutely. Oh, I'm so happy
As
that
you
you
can
love
see,
it.
I like to work with my hands because that's why my tools is here at the back for my garden tools, and even I'm
Yes,
also liking to making jewelry. So
yeah, absolutely.
my pliers and that stuff is there. Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, it's lovely having you, Pietro. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, it's a pleasure. Yeah.
Okay, and then let me quickly read the comments before we leave. Not leave, I mean, before we talk to Lynn. Rosemary says your hair is looking great. Thank you, Rosemary. Samantha, hello, Samantha. She says hello. Samantha, is it Samantha from Hart and Eagle? I'm not 100% sure. Samantha, you need to just confirm or deny. Because if it is Samantha, I need to show you something. I am so in love. Mariken, hello Mariken. She says hello everyone. All right, let me get Lynn on here. I am also excited to see Lynn's progress on her project.
Hello.
Hello Lynn, how are you doing?
I just want to put a stitch marker in.
Please, we don't want you to lose a stitch.
I have progressed. I'm so
I saw
excited
the
about this
picture.
project. Oh my word, I'm excited. So I'm just going to stand up. I'm not going to put it on because it's too hot. But it's everything. So that's all the mosaic on the body.
Oh, wow.
So I think last week I was here somewhere I just started the body art, just split for the sleeves. I can't remember. Anyway, so this is all the mosaic, and the bottom band is in as well. Yeah.
Have you just been working on that project?
No, I started a new interlocking design. No.
Oh, wow.
This project works up so quickly and it's so easy to follow. It's unbelievable. So
Wow.
yeah.
But can't you like sit it on?
No, this is biovarm. And I'm over 50. And I mean, any woman knows what that means. There is no way this is going on my body.
So we'll have to be patiently waiting until it's winter time.
No. Hopefully when the sleeves are on and I put the fan on, then maybe one day I'll put it on. But there's no way I'm putting it on right now.
Okay, cool. We'll not hold it against you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But it's so beautiful, and you need to remind us the yarn that you're using as well as the pattern that you are currently crocheting up.
Okay. So the yarn is alpaca merino blend by Rowan. It's Rowan Yarns. I think that's, well, I don't know. It's a UK-based company, but the yarn is available at Arthur Bales in Johannesburg. It's called Alpaca Soft DK. And then so that's the creamy color that you see. And then the mosaic, this is a multicolor yarn, a multicolor strand. It's also a Rowan yarn, but it's not, it is, let me just see. No. Give me a second. I will find a ball. Give me 1 second. It is felted tweed. Also Rowan yarn, but this is alpaca, merino, and viscose.
Wow.
I'm going to be honest with you, I wouldn't use this yarn again.
Okay, interesting.
I don't like it's very nice. It's soft. I just don't like the tweedy feel.
Oh.
So I didn't get to see this yarn before I bought it because I shopped online.
Yeah.
And it's nice enough for this project. I'm glad that it's down in the bottom here and it won't touch my skin, because that tweedy feel against my skin is what I don't like.
Okay, interesting. So you're really a sensoric, is that the word? Sensory person.
Yes.
Okay.
Very much so, actually.
Okay.
So and it's a bit too rough for me.
Yeah.
But that's I'm happy with it down at the bottom. There is a little bit of mosaic on the sleeve, on the just before you get to the cuff. Okay. But I mean, you know, mosaic crochet, so it because you go up a whole hook size, like so the pattern calls for a 4 and a 5. I use a 4.5 and a 5.5. So because you're going to a bigger hook, it makes it bulge out there a little bit. So so what I've seen from her pictures is it looks like it's not a sleeve that is flush against your skin anyway.
Okay, yeah, so it's like having that space at least.
It will have that space. So I'm not going to stress about that. But not if I will make it again, I'm definitely going to be making another one. It is such a nice pattern. But I won't, like I said, I won't use this again. I'll find something else to use. I might not even go with the Rowan. I might look at one of our indie dyers and see what they've got to use.
But it's beautiful.
Thank you. The pattern is by MJ's Off the Hook Designs, and it's called Autumn's Mosaic Charm.
Oh, wow.
You get, so this is a knee-length one, but you get the cardigan version in the same pattern.
Oh,
so
wow.
you can knit either version. She does tell you where to stop for the cardigan. Yeah. I'll tell you. So the pattern is so well written. It comes with an internal private video link for tutorials for certain sections.
Okay.
Very well explained. There's a row tracker, which I love, especially for the yoke, because you can easily miss a beat there. The mosaic crochet part is inset mosaic, so there's no cutting. It's not overlay mosaic. And the mosaic rows, it's charted, but it's also written out. So you don't have to follow the charts.
That's
I,
nice.
of course, love a challenge because I'd never done instant mosaic before. So
Yes.
the first couple of rows, I read the rows, and then I started to use the chart. I only
Yeah.
made a mistake once. I only had a frog 2 rows once.
Wow.
But yeah, other than that, very easy, very well written. Yeah, definitely make it
Now,
another one.
now just keep it up for us again.
Oh, okay. So there you have it.
Oh, it's so
That's
beautiful.
the bottom bits. Yeah.
It's such a classic, elegant design.
It is. It really, really is. And you start at the top here, and
Wow.
then you work your way down.
Yeah.
And then you work you work the whole body, everything, and then you work the bottom band, and then you end off.
Wow.
And now I'm on the collar. So then you reattach and you start working the collar, and then you work the sleeves.
Okay.
So yeah, very interesting construction.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
While we have you on,
Yes.
while we have you on, Samantha says yes, it is. Okay, so I want to quickly. When I'm done talking to Lynn, I'm going to grab something and I'm going to show you all. Susanna says, I have to confess I'm not crocheting, but I am supporting the channel as I'm knitting on my first like a yarn cozy. Oh, it's one of my patterns. Thanks, Susanna. I hope it's going to bring you joy. I love my yarn cozies. Really, I am on a process of knitting myself more like a yarn cozies. Susanna says, oh, wow, Lynn, you are a machine. I agree. I agree. Rosary asked, Lynn, did you say you got the Rowan yarn at Arthur Bales?
Yes, in Joburg. You can get it online as well. There wasn't a lot of stock of like various because you need quite a few balls. I am crocheting a size large, and I had to buy 14 balls of this one, of the cream, and I bought 3 balls of the multicolor.
Okay.
It's
It's 50-gram balls, right?
sorry?
It's 50-gram balls.
Yes, 50-gram balls, and there's 125 meters of ball, I think. I'll confirm it with you. Why can't I see it on the tag? But I think, yeah, it's 125 meters. Yeah, 125 meters per 50 grams.
Okay.
But they didn't have the range has a lot of colors, but Arthur Bales, the winter stock hasn't come in yet. So what they had in the quantity that I needed was only the cream. They had another color there called, I think it's called Toast or something like that, but it's a very sort of like a toasty color. But
Yeah.
they didn't have enough skeins for me. So I went with the cream, but if I were to do it again, like I said, I would go for something else.
Oh, wow. Okay. Rosemary says, wow, your cardigan is gorgeous. And I agree. It's truly beautiful. And Susanna is right, you're a machine. I'm so flabbergasted to see how far you've come with your project. That's amazing. Within 2 weeks. You're basically done. Wait, Lynn, something happened. Why? Where's your sound?
Oh, I'm here.
There you go. There you're back.
I remember I unpicked. I started with
Yes.
other yarn when 2 weeks ago. I
Yes.
started with other yarn, and then I didn't like it. And then I ordered this yarn, and it only arrived last week, Wednesday. So I only started last week, Thursday. So this is a week and 2 days worth of work. But also the yarn, it's the yarn. It's not really me. The yarn it just crochets so nicely.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. Wow. While you're on, I want to quickly show all of you Lynn's, because it's crochet month. Lynn's got a new pattern out. She's an interlocking crochet designer, as well as a sock designer, knitting sock designer, but she started as a interlocking crochet designer, and we need to quickly look at her latest design that she just published. I think you published it Monday?
Published it? No. I announced it to the group on Monday, but I think I published it also last week Thursday. Last week Thursday was a very busy day. I published it on the 6th, I think, the 6th or the 7th of March.
Wow. Okay. Let me quickly share my screen with you all. All right. So Lynn just brought out her latest interlocking crochet table runner pattern, which is called the Opulence Table Runner.
Oh,
It is gorgeous, right? So, oh my word, this is really, really beautiful. No gauges required. She's using fingering weight yarn with a 2.5 millimeter hook. But let's just look at these beautiful pictures. Look at that. Oh my word. I love this design, Lynn. This is such a beautiful table runner design.
especially for Christmas.
Right? Or for Christmas even, right? Oh my
Mm.
word. Look at that. You did such a good job, Lynn, on this design.
Thank you.
Mm.
It is beautiful. And for our South African viewers, Lynn is on our group. She also have on her WhatsApp on catalog for you to buy if you don't want to buy it on Ravelry. So that is quite nice. I love this. Lynn, wow, wow, wow. It's beautiful. Well done.
Thank you. Thank
On a
you.
great, great design. All right. There we go. Rosemary also says, Pietro, your squares are really coming on. Well done. And then she says, wow, I agree with Susanna. You are a machine. Thank you for the confirmation. All right. So let me quickly, before I get to Getreida, let me quickly show you something that I got in the mail. We just recorded a podcast episode with Anita, my friend, and I showed it on there. So I'm not going to give you all the deets, but I need to show you this. This is really, really amazing. Samantha is joining us on the live chat. She is the brain and the woman power behind Hart in Hikkel. It's the Afrikaans words for heart and crochet, and she makes the most beautiful project bags. And I was on her list for a while, and honestly, I've been wanting to get a Hart in Hikkel bag for a few years now. And so I contacted her earlier in the year, asked her to please place me on the list, and I received my bag this week. First of all, Samantha, I have to commend you with the way that you package your bags. This is truly amazing. She put so much effort in her packaging. I felt so special opening up my package, but now are you ready to see the bag?
Yes, yes, yes. Oh,
Isn't it pretty? Let me quickly spotlight myself. It's so pretty. I was like freaking out. Oh my word, look at that. These cats, oh my word, I cannot get over it. And then even the detail that she puts into her bags is just so amazing. Look at the lint that you need to pull on these beautiful pull, and this detail on the lint. It's just, oh my word. Samantha, I'm loving the bag. Thank you so very much. I'm so happy to have a Hart en Hikkel bag. So yeah, have a look on Facebook, Hart en Hikkel. And then place your name on the list. You will not be sorry to get a beautiful bag like that. Maggie says, hi, Jalene and Lynn. Dit is baie mooi table runner, Lynn. It's a beautiful table runner, Lynn, she says. Rosemary says, yes, Samantha's bags are beautiful. I have quite a few. The packaging is amazing. I absolutely agree. Susanna says, oh, it's so beautiful. Yes, I agree. It's absolutely lovely. And now we're going to hear from Getreida. She is the maker behind Itsy Klein. She's got a website. She's got a YouTube channel. You need to go look. She's got amazing YouTube videos on there. She is a brilliant all-around crafter, actually. Polymer, clay, pattern designs. Like Getreida is a multifaceted artist. Getreida, how's your crochet going?
Hi, Jalene. I think I need to steal that intro for like all my videos going forward. Thank you for all the accolades. My crochet is going slowly because my brain is being a chaos gremlin. I will explain shortly after having shown my crochet. So my front panel has been done for probably like 2 months already. My back panel is 4 blocks from being done. I've just finished the next one. I need to set it in, but I waited so that I can actually pull this up without having hooks dangling everywhere. But so help me. If I want to do something because I joined a group to motivate to complete something, my brain is like, no, we will do anything and everything else, including moving my house around. So this is now my new sewing hook. So this is right next to my working desk so that I swivel around. It's like a little square cube, and I've got a like ironing and cutting station in front of me. It's very multifunctional and I love it. And can I show my Lego project that's not crochet?
Yeah, go for it.
Cool. So this is what has been keeping me busy all week. It's my first proper English paper piecing piece that is actually at fruition point and not like halfway done and then I get bored.
Yeah.
But it's going to become a panel on a bag. And the other part is somewhere here. I showed that on my stories earlier this week, where I've applied this gorgeous scissor design on it.
Is it like a
But yeah.
What is that?
So there's scissors, and then there's like hearts and like safety pins and all sorts of nonsense. And at the bottom is a little thread bobbin. So it's like everything sewing related, but in a like mirror design.
That is so cool.
Right? So this is going to be the back side, and the quilted piece is going to be the front side with a pocket, and then a little bit of embroidery that I've done like years and years ago that I'm finally going to put on something.
That's lovely. Oh, wow. I've been talking, I actually think I talked to Rosemary about this week. Sometimes when we lose our crochet mojo or knitting mojo, I don't think it's a bad thing, and I don't think we should feel guilty about it.
Yes.
Because sometimes it's really, really needed to step away a bit. That is probably just what you need to be feeling inspired again sometimes.
Yes.
And I think what we're struggling with sometimes is we feel a little bit guilty because we leave projects behind and we don't feel productive or whatever the case might be. And I think we should step away from feeling guilty when we are losing our mojo, when we are losing our mojo to craft or to crochet or to knit or whatever the case might be.
Yes.
I think we should normalize the fact that we are allowed to sometimes feel like that. And it sometimes when you're going through this, let's call it a dark period, that you need those clouds so that you can see the sunlight again, almost,
Yes.
Yes. So I think, we should not really penalize ourselves or what is like almost hating ourselves or feel guilty when we're going through that. So we should, I think, rather embrace it and go with it. Make your body and your hands on and your, guys, I've got a tennis elbow currently. I don't know what's on with this, but I cannot crochet and knit so much because I need to rest my elbow a bit. And I know if I'm going to go to the physio, she's going to totally ground me, and I cannot see that happening. She did that previously and it was horrible. So I'm sometimes I think your body is telling you also, just take a little bit of a breather. And so, I'm just telling you, Getreide, it's fine.
Yes, no, absolutely.
You don't have to feel guilty about not having your crojo. It's totally fine. Yes.
No, absolutely.
And you can still be on the group and still motivate other people, even if yourself is not really, there's so many people on all the make-along groups that I'm hosting that is there to inspire or to get inspiration from those that is participating or whatever the case might be. So I don't want you to feel guilty. That's my summary.
Thank you for the support. So I call the behavior when I'm being a gremlin like this and just doing whatever I feel like, chasing the dopamine. It's usually in periods where my professional life is a little bit heavier, which
Yes.
is currently happening. That I can't then sit and try and force myself to do something that I feel I should be doing. Because the dark side effect of that, as much as you call it a dark period, the side effect of forcing yourself to do it is that you will start hating it, because that's
Yes.
what happened to a large extent with polymer clay for me. Because I had to make so much, I really fell out of love with it. Every time I get inspired to do polymer clay stuff now, I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And then I go do other stuff.
We don't want that. It's not good for us to feel
Yes,
bullied into doing something. And
absolutely.
you know, I can absolutely understand what you say with regards to work, because I'm also going through a period of a lot of stress at work. And stuff. And honestly, the one thing also that I try to step away from is, you would see that I'm not really participative in the group, and it's not because I just don't have the mental capacity or the time, even honestly the time to go through messages. My messages will just fall back, and I just need to do the basic important urgent things. You know, so if you don't see me on the group, it's not because I do not care for each one of you. It's just because life is hectic. Last night I was catching up on all the messages, and it was so nice because I saw Lynn's progress and Pietru's progress and everybody's progress, and I was like, oh my word, this is so cool. But sometimes you just don't have, you know, the time or the capacity to deal with all the things. And it's okay. And it's really, really okay.
It is okay. This is exactly why you have a whole community around you, right? Because when you don't have the bandwidth, other people do. And we can still all keep each other motivated, keep each other like all hyped out about the progress that we're making and stuff like that. You as an individual doesn't mean the entire community collapses when you're not available. But the entire community can support you if you are vocal about what you need, which I really love. Like, all of your communities are so welcoming, so supportive, so positive that I can't help but participate.
True, but you know, and then I really want to thank each and every one of you that is part of my community, because it doesn't feel like I have to reply to each and every message or to every question that is raised. Somebody just brings you can do this, or no, it's so amazing, or whatever the case might be. I don't have to be the one that is communicating to each and every message. Oh, beautiful. No, but why did you not think about this? Everybody is just there, and it's so, I really, really appreciate the community that we have. It's all of you are just incredible human beings, and thank you for being part of the community, being part of the make-alongs, and being part of this, you know, watching me on YouTube or being on the Zoom, or that is so nice. Pietru Getreida's YouTube name is Ietsie Klein. Ietsie Klein in Afrikaans. Ietsie Klein. Yeah, please go and help over and subscribe to her channel. She's awesome. Wait, where am I? Miranda says hello everyone. She says hello, Miranda. I hope it's getting warmer weather in the Netherlands. Sue Crochet Dreams, Marijuana. Hello, Marijuana. She says hello, rather late than never. We love that for Marijuana as well, another South African crochet designer. Rosemary says, Lynn, your interlocking table runner is outstanding. Wow. Rosemary says also, thank you, Jalene, for talking about losing one's mojo. I know I'm not alone. I just want to quickly just put back myself and Getreida into our spot so that you can also see Pietru and Lynn. Rosemary says, I have been so busy at work, and I just think that it has contributed to the loss of my mojo. I understand. Yes, absolutely. Samantha says, I totally agree with the crochet mojo and soju. How do you say the mojo, loss of mojo with sewing? Soju.
I would say sojo.
Sojo. Oh, thanks. That sounds better. It's like I'm struggling to pronounce words here. I'm one of those. I have to take a break from what I love in order to stay in love with it. And, you know, I totally agree with it. And Samantha, that is the whole reason, or to all of you watching, I'm not saying don't do it. I'm against the whole idea of doing commission work, crochet work, or knitting work, beanie after beanie after beanie. I want a beanie, and then I'm just doing beanies, and then it's like I'm dying inside. To be honest with you, what I actually love about the Hart and Hickel bag that I received, there was no point where she was engaging with me. How do you want the inside to be? What do you want this? How do you want this? How do you want this? It's almost like it's her artistic piece, and I bought a painting, like an artist piece. I was saying that in my video earlier today that I recorded. Hopefully it will come out on Friday. It's difficult when life is going hectic, guys. But I really feel it's like an art piece. And who am I to especially want, no, but I want this in purple and I want this in what, and whatever the case might be. So this is like an art piece that I acquired from the artist, just like I acquired this from a clay artist, you know? And I feel strongly that we as artists, because we are all artists, whether we are a crochet artist or a knitting artist, we should be doing what we love and how we interpret things and how we would love to do things. And then if my piece is up for sale, is that how I say it? Is that correct? If my piece is then, if I want to put this piece up for sale, then it's available in the world for sale. Because I think that's the only way that we will not go and feel dead inside because of just producing. If you're one of those people that are in fact able to do that, then it's fine if that brings you happiness. For me, I'm one of those people, I will not be able to do it. So therefore, I am not doing it. Yeah, so Samantha, well done. I absolutely am in love with your bag. Absolutely love the bag. My husband was like, oh, these cats are amazing. And the bag is so well made. So thank you so very much. Do you want to see my project?
Of course.
I'm so excited about my project. I'm very proud. It's truly, it's taking me out of my comfort zone. So I am doing the Dreamweaver Fox applique by also South African designer, Projectarian. She's amazing. The pattern comes with 3 files. And this is like a whole booklet of step-by-step. You can see photos, what you need to do next, what. So it's like every step of the way she's holding your hand. So this is my fox.
Wow.
I'm so proud.
Oh my word.
Oh.
That's really nice.
Thank you. Anita, my friend, says it's almost like paint with numbers. It really feels like this. And let me tell you, it's if you can double crochet, and you can crochet slip stitches and chains and single crochets, you're able to do it. For me, it's not a quick crochet, which is also good. But you have to focus throughout the process. So this is really, I feel so accomplished.
It's stunning, Marion.
Thank you to get this far. And let me tell you, the design is absolutely amazing. I mean, look at this, right? She's really putting a 3D dimensional spin on her work, right? So you can see even the ears. So I started with the ears last night. It's like really the 3D facet of this design is just amazing. It's really amazing. I am so proud, and I cannot wait to put it on the back of my denim jacket.
Stunning. It's really,
I love it.
And you did work it up pretty quickly.
Yes, 2 weeks. So hopefully by tomorrow I'll be able to get done with the ear is not done yet. There's still some things that needs to come here, and then I need to start with this side. Last night I was crocheting, and I'm getting to the second step of the ear, and something is just not looking good, and all the stitches is not there that she's saying I must be having. And I was like, I ripped out all the black, And then I was like, oh, she said 2 crochets in a stitch, 2 single crochets. I was like, okay, yes, there's all the stitches that I'm missing. So yeah, it's keeping me on my toes, and oh my word, I'm so proud of how far I came.
What yarn did you say you were using?
Using Ella yarns, pure gold.
Okay.
She actually used that in her designs as well, in this design. So yeah, absolutely, I'm in love. I'm really, really happy. Hopefully, I'll be able to start my second project tomorrow. My second crochet along project. Let's hope. Okay, now there's a lot of messages. Rosemary says, Getruida, your sewing project is looking great. I agree, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Rosemary says, wow, Jalene, your fox has grown. I know, right? Benita, hello, Benita. She says, amazing. I love the fox. I'm going to write her a message and say to her, to Jessie. Jessie is the designer of Projectarian. I'm going to say to Jessie, Jessie, I need an owl applique as well, please. I love owls. Samantha says, that's next level crochet, Jalene. Yeah, no, really, it took me out of my comfort zone. It's nothing that I've done previously. So I'm really loving this process. Rosemary says, it's so colorful. It is. Susanna says, wow, Jalene, your fox is amazing. Well done. Thanks, Susanna. Oh, beautiful, says Miranda. Thank you, Miranda. Dit is baie mooi, Jalene, says Maggie. Thanks, Maggie. Hello, Martha. She says, beautiful. Yeah, I'm loving the fox. I'm really, really loving the fox. Really, really love it. I will not be able to sit here and crochet while we're having all the stalks, because
Yeah.
then I will probably have to rip out yarns again. Wait, let me see. Pietro sent me a message. It looks really beautiful and looks professional. Thanks, Pietro. All right. So now we are open the floor is open for us to discuss things, crochet things. We were getting very deep today about talking about Crojo, Mojo, loss of Mojo, and all of that. So, but I think it's needed to talk about these things, because sometimes we feel really like alone, I would say, when we're going through those periods, and it's not necessary for us to feel that way. Yes.
No, I absolutely agree with you, Jalene.
My next project.
Last year, it's actually why I ended up starting to knit socks, Jalene. It was exactly because of losing Crojo, but more from a design perspective.
Yeah.
But I lost it as an interlocking designer, and then I thought, okay, let me just do normal crochet, but I'd actually lost it completely.
Yeah.
So, and that was how my sock knitting started. I thought, okay, well, let me do something completely different. It has nothing to do with a crochet hook, but yarn has to be involved. And and then I started to learn to knit socks and realized I enjoyed it. And in fact, a few weeks ago, when I was still on social media, because I've come off completely.
Yeah.
But there's a crochet designer support group on Facebook, and most of the designers in the world are on that group. And a designer posted to say she'd lost her Crojo, and she doesn't want to pick up a crochet hook, and sort of was asking if anyone else had gone through this. Sorry. And I was one of the designers that answered. There were quite a few of us answered, and I said, you know what, that this happened to me, and I then picked up knitting needles and started to knit socks, and then I ended up going into designing socks, and now I have 2 audiences in my Ravelry store.
Oh.
I have my interlocking crocheters who buy from me, but I now also have sock knitters who buy from me. So it can work to your advantage, but you can't force it though.
No.
You can't force I must crochet, because that makes it worse.
Yeah.
And you can't force let me find something else that I can make to sell. I mean, I'm talking from a designer's perspective now. you just have to go with it. If I never ended up designing a sock, so what? I would, at the end of the day, I would have known how to knit socks.
Yeah.
It just so happened that I enjoyed it enough to go into the design side of it. But yeah, I mean, it happens to everybody, and you're right. We shouldn't feel like we're alone in it, because we're not.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. And sometimes picking up something else brings the inspiration and the creativity back.
Oh, totally. I mean,
it fuels that flame in a way again, you know?
Yes, it did. And it's exactly again what happened to me. I ended up knitting socks almost the whole of last year. I think I put out maybe 3 or 4 interlocking crochet patterns last year. It was terrible from that perspective. And at one point, I did feel like I was letting my followers, my customer base, my interlocking customer base down. But I just thought, you know what? There was enough for them to choose from, and you know. And I just trusted the process. And then come January this year, oh my soul, the creativity, the ideas for interlocking crochet is just like all over the place. It's just flowing. That's why you said I'm like a machine with this. Is it the only thing? No, I'm working on 2 new interlocking designs. And I'm working on my cardigan, and I'm knitting socks, which is your diamonds in the rough, which I'm doing a little bit every day.
Oh, wow.
And but the creativity on the interlocking is just flowing because I allowed myself to take the break.
But see, now also there's also a facet of you feeling guilty of the expectations that you think people have of you.
Yeah.
And you know, letting them down.
Yeah.
And sometimes it can be feeling it's stressful when you put the expectation on yourself because you think there's an expectation from an outside source.
Yeah. I mean, I was releasing an average of 2 patterns per month since the first month I started designing in 2021. And all of a sudden, come 2024, in a whole year, I released 4.
Yeah.
So you do feel that guilt, you feel all sorts of things, but eventually you get to a point where you go, no, I can't force this, because if I do, I'm just going to, I might create something, but it'll be a mess. So
yeah.
It's a pointless exercise, and I will completely hate it. So
yeah.
Anyway.
And I think we not misunderstood. I think the people that we think have expectations of us are much more considerate and understanding than what we perceive they do. You know?
Yeah.
Like we think everybody is having these expectations around us. And I'm not just talking about you as a designer or me in this platform or whatever the case might be in our life. The thoughts that we have, we make it much worse in our head than actually what is the truth.
Yeah. The perception versus the reality is 2 completely different things.
Exactly. Yeah. And yeah, we put too much pressure on ourselves, honestly.
Yeah.
I really feel it.
It's just, I mean, enjoy the whole journey.
Exactly. Okay, let's quickly.
Before you go for the comments, Jalene, sorry. What I really enjoy about taking breaks and trying something different as well is how you cross-pollinate techniques. Yes. Because there's so many different parts of craft that has an impact on other parts and how you do things. So taking a good long break from crochet up until somewhere end of last year, I think, has given me space to work up muscles in my arms because I was constantly having repetitive strain injury because of crochet. But now I've changed my technique, and that change of technique caused me to be a faster knitter now, I think at least. So the impact between taking breaks and trying something different, giving your body something different to do with your muscles, it's really very beneficial. To just do the same thing over and over and force yourself to do it, it's not healthy.
Yes, I agree with you. That's why I really like to actually have a crochet and a knitting project on the go at the same time, because it's your movement is different. I can feel when I knit, okay, now I need to stop. I need to crochet a bit because that's a different move. But I'm interested to know about your techniques and how it makes your knitting faster, though. Can you expand on?
So what I used to do to crochet was I used my wrist quite a lot. So I would move it like this quite a lot. Whereas now I flick my hook more between my fingers and I pull it and push it, right? So because of that movement, I've now transferred that same principle over to knitting, where my hands is not making large movements to like twist and pull the yarn through, because I knit also with the hand, with the yarn in this hand, but rather smaller movements with my wrists not turning and twisting the whole time. So now it's become, with knitting, it's become a little bit of a more mechanical kind of thing where I just go straight over to pull through, rather than pulling, twisting, pulling, twisting, pulling, twisting.
Yes. You're holding your hook on a knife grip, right?
Yes, like that.
That's also more economically friendly. In fact, when I'm doing tough projects like bags that I crochet, I also use the knife method. But when normally when I crochet, I'm a pencil grip crocheter.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's interesting. It's interesting how the one does have an impact on, because when I started crocheting first and then I moved over to knitting. It progressed to knitting. And I remember learning to knit as a child, was English style method, where it's your two needles and then you flick the yarn over with your right hand. But when I started knitting now again as an adult, for me as a crocheter, where I tension my yarn with my left hand, it just became so automatic to now tension my knitting yarn also in my left hand. And so therefore I'm a continental knitter. So it's interesting how it's true. It does impact each other. The crafts does, there's a flow over of how you then,
do your little tasks.
Yeah, it's interesting. Susanna says, that's like with number of projects you're working on. I think it comes from childhood. You can't play with the other toys because you're playing with this one. You can only choose one sweet, etc. Yes, I agree. She says, whereas variety is the spice of life. We thrive on stimuli in our environment, and we need to give ourselves some grace and let our creativity and thus happiness flow. I think she worded it so well, Susanna. I agree. It's really, really true. So yeah, I think the moral of the story for today is that if you lose your mojo, whether it's in whatever craft you have, be gracious to yourself, be graceful, not gracious, grace. Have grace for yourself, and don't feel guilty. We all are going through it, and sometimes you need that time period to be feeling aflame and like full of fire of creativity afterwards. You need to sometimes take a break. It's okay. Yeah. A very deep crochet discussion today. But I think it's much needed for all of us to hear that. Really, I truly think so. My next crochet project. So Lynn, I don't know if you have another project or Getreida or Pietro. Pietro is just busy with crochet squares. I'm so proud of her.
I have other crochet projects, but they are designs, which I won't sneak peek just yet. So
yes, yeah, obviously, yeah. So when my box is done, and hopefully I'll be able to be getting it done by tomorrow. I think I should be able to. Then I'm going to start my next design, which is the Tree of Life mandala. I'm so excited. I'm so excited
for you for that.
Oh, my word. So I got my crochet hook and I got my yarn. So excited about this yarn from the Yarny Corner. It's cotton yarn. They call it Bethany. And this is it's a light fingering weight yarn. Love it. I bought some undyed yarn from them.
And what size hook, Jalene?
I'm going to crochet. I had to buy this hook because guess what? I basically have all the crochet sizes except a 1.75 millimeter. So I had to acquire that. And so yeah, I'm excited to start.
Is it a cotton? What is the fiber?
Yeah, it's a cotton. It's a light fingering 2-ply 100% cotton. This is a 50-gram ball, and there is 238 meters on this ball of yarn. Yeah. So when you go on Instagram, I think they're on Facebook as well, and you say Yarny Corner, you can communicate with them on there and order.
Oh, they don't have, do they not have a website?
No, I don't think so. They are like newly established.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yarny Corner.
Yarny Corner. Let me just hold up the tag like this.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see because doing what I'm going to be doing, the mandala, a merino, a soft yarn will not work. So I need a stronger yarn like cotton. So that's why I ordered this from them. So I'm excited. Yeah. I'm excited about that project as well. Let's see how far we'll get before the end of March with that project. Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. Yeah. So is there anything else
What's
that
the project for April?
Sorry, Pietro?
What are we going to do in April?
All right. So you want me to divulge the next make along? That is going to be the Vertices Unite World Cowl, which I'm excited about. That is a knitting project. The patterns that we can use there is from Stephen West. Either the Vertices Unite, which is a shawl. You can make a small shawl or a big shawl. He's got 2 sizes in his patterns for that. Then it's the Textured Unite, which is like the Vertices, but every section is different stitches. So cool. And then he's got the Vertices Unite baby blanket. So whatever you want to do, you're very welcome to join. It's knitting patterns. And I'm going to make the small version this time around. Last year I made the big Vertices Unite. And this time I'm going to make the small version, also with some leftover yarns that I have, and see how it will come out. I'm excited about that project. Very excited.
I'm so excited. My yarn is already ready.
Oh.
Yes, I must still decide on exactly what yarns I'm going to use, but I have an idea. So we'll see. When I get to it, I will know. I'll make the decision there. Yeah. So that is exciting. Very excited. Very excited about that. And then in May, so that's for April month. Let's quickly remind ourselves. These months are going so fast. Before we know it, I told you guys, next week it's going to be December month. Because that's how time flies.
No.
In May, it's another knit along. It's called Let's Shift Cowl. That is the shift patterns by Andrea Mallory. I've always wanted to do the shift cowl. She's got a shift shawl as well. I had yarn ready now for probably 3 years already for that pattern. So I'm so excited about that. So April and May will be knitting months. But then in June, we're going to do the color work beanie make along. So you can crochet or you can knit color work beanies. I'm very excited about this make along as well. And then in July and August, we have a make along, which is called Loved versus Challenge make along. So you can either do something that you absolutely love, whatever. You just want to knit beanies, or you just want to, whatever the case might be, whatever you love doing, you can do that. Or you can challenge yourself with something you've never done before and that you want to learn. It's like brioche knitting or mosaic crochet, or you want to start with a sweater, or whatever the case might be. So it's really an open arena of things that can happen in those 2 months. I'm going to try sticking, and it's going to be a colorwork piece, a big, big, big colorwork piece with a lot of colors yarns. I think it's like 12 or 13 colors, which that's what I want to do. Yeah, so those are up until August. We are sorted with a lot of things. That's going to be very exciting. I'm very excited. All right. Lishan says, I'm very excited for the Vertices Unite. I want to use my Scrappy Tober yarn for it. That's a great idea, Lishan. That is a great idea. I think it's going to be beautiful. All right, so I think we can start to say goodbye. Can you believe an hour has gone by?
Sure.
It's crazy how time is flying. I'm telling you, next week is December month. Mark my words. Because it definitely feel like that. It's just crazy how these times are going. It's unbelievable. I can't get over the fact that time is running so quickly. Really, really, really. We don't have enough time in the day to do all the things that we love. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
I need to be an octopus. I need
right?
tentacles. Yeah, I need more arms.
I know, because
My brain can handle the pressure. I just need more arms to play along.
I wonder how that will look. A person with 8 arms. That's quite funny. I'm a picture person, so when I hear things like that, I immediately see a picture. I'm a picture person. All right, so we can start to say goodbye. Pietru.
Goodbye, everyone. Have a lovely afternoon. Let me quickly, I see it's not going to rain, so let me quickly go out and cut the lawn. And I know it's done.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
Have a lovely weekend. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Pietru. Thank you for joining us. I'm so proud of you with all those crochet blocks. That's so cool.
It's a pleasure. Thank you. I
Lynn?
will get there somewhere. Someday.
Yes, you will. You will. And those blocks are beautiful. Lynn?
Thanks so much, Jalene, and everybody. It's been so nice. It's always nice to meet you. So, yeah, have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you hopefully next week with a sleeve or maybe 2 done.
I think there will be 2 done. I just have a gut feeling. I was thinking, we are actually having a public holiday on Friday. What are you all doing on Friday?
Crochet?
Yeah, I think that's.
I'm asking a really silly question, am I?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's like, what question is
About the
that?
crocheters and knitters, what they're going to do on a public holiday.
I know, I just realized, oh my goodness, what stupid question did I just ask? Thank you for joining, Lynn.
Thank you for having me.
Getrouwde.
Goodbye. It was really nice hanging out with all of you guys. I've made all of 2 squares while we were sitting here. So that's great. And I'll see you guys in the next one.
Yay. Oh, thank you for joining us, Getrouwde.
Always.
Let's quickly look at the comments. Rosemary says, I think your Cal and Mel's are making the time fly. The make-alongs and the crochet-alongs and everything is saying making the time fly. I'm so sorry, Ne. I'm not. I don't want to claim that I'm interfering with time here, but it seems like it is the case, though. Miranda says, bye, thank you, have a lovely week. Thanks, Miranda, you too. Samantha says, working, toodaloo. She says, oh, cool. Thank you for everyone that joined on the YouTube live. Thank you for taking time to spend time with us. Thank you to Getrouwde, Pietru, and Lynn for joining me on Zoom. And then happy crocheting, and then we'll see each other next week. I don't even know what is the time for next week. You will get the notifications. You'll get the notifications. Happy crocheting, everyone. Thank you for joining. Much love.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Was exit now also.